Hey YouTube, Panic TCG here with Hayden Burrow. We just got back from the Houston Regional, over 550 players, 10 rounds of Swiss. Let's jump right into the deck build.
Yeah, so I played 3 Armelio, my favorite card in the deck, 3 Pudica, 3 Arachnid Campa, 2 Mantis, and 2 Dionea. I played 2 Ash, it's really just filler, and then 3 Parallel Exceed, it's just power card, makes for 4. And then what makes my deck different than other decks really is the Rikka package. I played 3 Princess and 2 Glamour. It helps you break boards, and it helps make sure go first boards like less susceptible to board breakers and stuff. I can show you. Whenever you have Princess or Glamour, you can make Strena, add a plant back from your graveyard, and then while Princess is in your grave or in your hand, you can negate a monster's effect your opponent activates by shuffling into your deck, and then you get a Tribute Strena, and then Strena activates in grave to summon a plant XYZ from your extra deck and attach itself. So now you can tribute any monster on the field with Teardrop, so you have 2 interruptions with just Strena. So, like if they evenly match you, you can leave Strena on the field, and then you have 2 interruptions, and usually you have Holtea in your grave to summon and disrupt them again. Also, Glamour can, when it's activated, it can search a Rikka monster, or it can tribute a plant to search a Rikka monster and then a plant monster from your deck with the same level. So you can add Dionea and helps you kill them on the next turn. Basically, it's really, really good. That was the interactions that I tried to lean on most of the day. It's probably what made my deck hardest to play against, I think. And then 2 Garden. I played 2 because if Kosh banishes one, you really need to have the second one somewhere to find it, even on like turn 3. Yeah, you really need it. It's also good to draw to help break boards because they don't expect you to have it, so you get to do a lot of weird things with it. 2 Prosperity. This is like one of the last 2 cards in the deck. I didn't like it at first, but it ended up being very good. Helped digging for side deck cards and just adding consistency to my go first hands when I needed one piece, like 1 trap card, because I'm playing less trap cards than most Traptrix decks. And then I think the best card in the deck, Holtea. It summons itself on turn 1, so it's not really a trap card. Dodges disruptions. It summons itself from the grave on your opponent's turn to do things. It's fantastic. It helps kill them on turn 3. And then Gravediggers, Terrifying, Traptrix Nightmare, and 2 Floodgate. This is the ratio I played. It's only 5. It's probably less than most people play. I think you could play less. I sided 2 out most games, even going first sometimes, because it's really just a combo deck that gets to set these for free. So usually you're setting Holtea because it's so powerful. They can't. It's hard to kill them. It's hard for them to kill you when you're activating Holtea so many times. So it gets you to your turn again and then you OTK. 3 Evenly, one of the most powerful cards in the game. Obviously, it does what it does. This deck gets to play 3 because of Holtea. You get to discard it, so it's not a break. And then 2 Imperm. It's really just filler, and it's a normal trap. I didn't want to play 3 because I don't want to draw 2 of it. Yeah, very good. It helps going second. It's very flexible. I loved it. I wouldn't play 3 though. And that's the whole main deck. 40 cards, 21 monsters, 6 spells, 13 traps. And then the extra deck. 3 Sarah. This card's very good. Obviously, probably should get limited. It's like a +3 when it hits the board. It's a card generator. 2 Adipus. This card is how you end like every game. It's incredibly strong. Yeah, I played 2 because of Kosh. If they banish one, you want another one. Usually they're banishing Zeus, so it doesn't matter. 2 Rafflesia. You have to play 2 because you want to summon 2 on turn 1 sometimes, and sometimes you need it on turn 3 to dodge hand traps and Nibiru and play through boards and whatnot. Dodge targeting was very important for certain matchups. 2 Kingicula. I also think you have to play 2 of this card for Kashtira if they randomly banish it, and just because you usually summon it on turn 1, and you also want to summon it on your next turn to try to OTK. So I think you have to play 2. Then Alameris. This is probably the last card in the extra deck, but maybe not anymore. It was great all day. I summoned it like most duels because usually when you're summoning it, you have Adibus on the field and you're trying to OTK them. So this hits the board at 3,200. Then you summon a Traptrix from your graveyard. It's usually more than 2,500, so it's like 6,000 damage. Very, very good. 2 Zeus, because I was scared of Kashtira. Wanted to play 2. It came up a lot. I summoned it versus Labrynth a lot, and testing and whatnot. It's just a big body most of the time, and it does what it does with Zeus. Baguska, very, very good. I'd never summoned it, but I'm glad it was in my extra deck. And then the 2 Rico cards. This card could potentially be at 2, because you could summon it twice, and it's very, very good, but I ended up playing 2 Zeus over it, I think. Or the Alameris. I'm not really sure which one was the last card, but these cards are incredible. This is what made my deck pushed over the top, I think. And then the side deck, the Thrust package. I love it. It was incredible. This card is great. I get to play like multiple copies of all these cards on my side deck. I potentially would want to play another card, maybe Change of Heart, something else. 3 Godarla. It's very good. It does what it does. Like, it does what it's supposed to do every single time. That's why I liked it. And Kashtira usually ends on like 3 back row and just a Rise Hard now. So yeah, it can just deal with that by itself, usually. 3 Lancia. I think this is the best card on my side deck. Going first and going second, I would side it versus, depending on the matchup, to protect myself versus evenly, or versus decks that are just inherently just banishing, and they don't get to do everything they want to do, so you're usually living and then OTKing them. Kashtira, they can't deal with your board. So yeah, this card was great all day long. I loved it. 2 Anti-Spell. Never drew this card, and testing it was pretty good for Brandon, Kashtira, and a lot of things, because they're playing a lot of spells, especially in games 2 and 3 now. So I like this card, but I never drew it. And 2 D-Barrier. You could play 3. This card's very good. There's so many cards I didn't want to play 3. I'd rather just drop something else. I don't know. You could play 3. This card should probably get banned. It's very, very, very strong. Now it's the whole deck.
All right. And how were the matchups again?
Okay, yeah. So I played my wins were 3 Swordsoul, 2 Kashtira, Labrynth, Traptrix, Tri-Spright. And then I lost to Drytron and Dark World. And both those players made top 8. They were both very good. So I just wasn't prepared enough for those matchups, I think. But I also just got beat. They were really good.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, we're super happy with how the Traptrix deck performed. Subscribe to our new channel, and I hope you stick around to see our new content. Thanks.